As all y'all know me, my name is Mercy. I was born in the Congo. And when I was about 5 years old, a tribal war broke out that forced my family to seek refuge and peace in other countries. Until today, that tribal war continues uninterrupted. My family and I had a big, very big land and farming fields, but because of the war and tribal conflict, we did not have that ownership. Did you know that the cell phone? Why do I hear myself talking? Could you guys mute yourselves? Great, thanks. Did you know that the cell phone you have your cell phone right here is made out of mineral conflicts? Millions of lives are lost due to this mineral conflict in the Congo, the country of 80 million people. It has well been documented by many other sources, but mainly by Mercy Corps, that 4.5 millions of people have lost their lives in the last 30 years. According to Britaka, a nonprofit organization that was launched in 1700s, reports that Congo's natural resources are needed to provide everyday items like cell phone, laptop, and they also say that Congo is the richest country in when it comes to natural resources. Mercy Corps notes that Congo's natural resources are worth $24 trillion. Let's look at another source. According to Raise Hope for Congo, a nonprofit organization that is based in DC, it is dedicated to end the genocide and acts of humanity, particularly in Congo, reports that Congo's natural resources in different parts are needed to produce, again, our cell phones, laptops, and large appliances like TV, GPS. You might be thinking, who is behind the mineral conflict? Well, what is the mineral conflict? Today, I'm going to be talking to you about mineral conflicts. Mineral conflicts are natural resources. They are needed. They're extracted from a conflict zone and sold to perpetuate this fighting. In other words, there are natural resources that are extracted from a conflict zone and sold to fund the continuation of a war. Well, who is behind? You might be asking yourself, who's behind these conflict minerals? According to Britaka, it reports that big tech companies like Microsoft, Apple, Dell, Google are pouring money in the Congo to fund this conflict, which we call conflict minerals. In fact, back in 2004, it has been published by The Guardian. One of the Guardian articles says that Google, Apple, Telsa, and Microsoft were sued back in 2004 regarding the death involved in the children mining in the Congo. As you can see in this picture, these were the children who were mining and died. A lot of people ask, well, where are these minerals? Where are the significance of these minerals exactly? As you can see, tantalum is used to store electricity in our cell phones. Without tantalum, this electricity cannot power on. Literally, it can go off. Gold. Gold is the highest value metal in our cell phones. It is highly resistant to corrosion. Without gold, your cell phone would not wire up. It would look like that. We need gold to wire our cell phones. It is highly resistant, again, to corrosion. Coltan. Coltan is another important mineral that is very significant. Congo supplies, according to Britaco, supplies 80% of it, and it is needed to produce any mobile has coltan. That is how important coltan is. Without coltan, there would be no mobile phones. Every mobile phone has coltan in it, and Congo supplies 80 of it again. You might be asking yourself, well, how exactly do we get these natural resources to get to us? The founder of Enough Project, a nonprofit organization based in Washington, D.C., that has done extensive research on mineral conflict, reports that there are groups in Congo who compete to controlling the mining fields. In return, what these competing groups, whoever is in charge, whoever succeeds in controlling the mining fields, they set up smuggling points around the country. As you can see in this picture, these are natural resources that are ready to be shipped to China, India, USA, and other European countries. There they get processed and refined for use. That's how we get most of it. And these big big tech companies have always invested in the conflict in the Congo, where lives are lost, where they're not giving back, according to Brinaco. Congo's riches are among the many problems that continues to fuel violence and hinder the progress of the country. The author of Dancing in the Glory of Monsters reports that Congo attracts many countries that needs its natural resources, that it makes it look like word words, what he terms, I quote, word words. Quite to contrary, it is interesting, reports another reporter from New York Times that a country's natural resources is a blessing to that particular nation. But that is not the case for the Congolese. The natural resources for the Congolese is a curse to them. Thank you. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. No ladies in the chat.
Great job, man. Great job. It was pretty much conversational, and you cite your sources pretty much throughout your speech, and I think you did a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, Missy.
Thank you. I forgot to cite my photos. I'm doomed.
Gosh.